What if I told you that the most precisely engineered trucks in Europe are quietly laying the groundwork for something transformative right here in the United States? In a quiet corner of Alabama, an idea is beginning to take shape. It started with an engine, a bold collaboration between Swedish innovation and American manufacturing. But behind that engine lies a strategy so deliberate, so modular, so scalable, it could reshape how trucks are built in this country. Imagine the precision, the discipline, and the modular brilliance of a Scania factory fully realized on American soil. And this is not a concept. It's already happening in Huntsville, where the S13 engine developed from Scania's legacy and Traton Group's global vision is being produced right now. But what happens when Scania brings its full production model across the Atlantic? When American workers are trained using Swedish methods? When trucks are not imported, but built locally to the same exacting standards that earned Scania its reputation across Europe? Now, could this be the move that avoids tariffs, strengthens market control, and raises expectations for what American fleets demand in reliability and performance? In this video, we're stepping into that vision. We're exploring how Scania's proven production model could be translated to the United States, the training, the systems, the strategy, and how this bold shift could become the key to unlocking the American market on Scania's terms. Before we move on, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to get more trucking content. However, there is a reason Scania trucks are known for their longevity. A reason they perform with consistent excellence year after year. These trucks are not just engineered. They are crafted with a level of precision that borders on artistry. In Scania's official video walkthroughs, including the one you can find on our channel, this attention to detail is clearly visible. Every bolt is placed with a purpose, every wire is routed with care, and every weld is clean, consistent, and tested. What you're watching is not simply manufacturing. It's a carefully choreographed process, where each movement supports the next, creating a truck that is as reliable as it is refined. The standard of precision is not reserved for Sweden alone. It's embedded in every Scania facility across the world. From Brazil to Argentina, the systems remain the same. Consistency is not a goal, it is a requirement. If Scania intends to bring fully its production process to the United States, this system must come with it. And that includes more than machines and manuals. It includes a work culture that values precision, a training program built on clarity and discipline, and expectations that match the highest levels of European quality. It's not about copying how the trucks look. It's about transferring the thinking behind how they're made. This is not a matter of style. It's a matter of DNA. Scania has already tested, refined, and proven its production model on 5 continents. And this is not a company experimenting with overseas expansion. It is a global operation that has mastered the art of scaling excellence. From Sweden, Scania's headquarters and nerve center, to full production facilities in the Netherlands, France, Brazil, and Argentina, the company has built a manufacturing network that runs with remarkable consistency. Even in India, Scania operates a regional assembly plant near Bangalore, where it builds out truck bodies and chassis, a localized version of their modular system, though not full truck manufacturing. And central to this success is Scania's modular system. Whether it's the cab, the engine, or the chassis, every component is designed to work within a flexible architecture. And this makes it possible to tailor trucks to regional demands while maintaining shared engineering, centralized quality control, and compatibility across the board. This approach allows for local assembly using globally sourced parts. It's how Scania has managed to grow internally without sacrificing reliability or performance. That same blueprint is now under consideration for the United States, not as a gamble, but as a strategic expansion of a system that already works. Scania does not need to reinvent its process for America. It already has the infrastructure. The focus is how quickly it can be done on American soil. Now, you may not realize it, Scania is already building in the United States. In Huntsville, Alabama, the groundwork is already being laid, and right now the S13 engine is being produced in partnership with Traton and Navistar, making the first real step in bringing Scania's manufacturing DNA to American soil. This is not a symbolic effort. It's a deeply involved, hands-on collaboration between the heritage of Swedish engineering and the capabilities of the American workforce. The S13 engine itself is more than just a product. It represents a new chapter. It was developed from the ground up as a clean sheet design, engineered for fuel efficiency, reduced emissions, and simplified maintenance. Everything about it reflects Scania's core values: precision, efficiency, and long-term durability. What makes this especially significant is the way the engine is being produced. There are no shortcuts or compromises. Swedish engineers worked directly with the Alabama-based team to ensure standards were met from day one. The assembly line follows the same system used at Scania's flagship factory. Every bolt, every wire, every connection is checked against the same rigorous benchmarks that define Scania's global reputation. And this proves something critical. The American workforce is not only capable of matching Scania's standards, but also can become a vital part of its global production system. The process works, and it works right here in the US. So that raises an obvious question. If the S13 engine can be built to Scania's exacting standard in Alabama, why stop there? Why not bring over more? Why not expand from engines to entire trucks? The success of the S13 project shows that the infrastructure, the training, the capability, and the workforce readiness already exists. It's not a theory, it is already happening. And if Scania chooses to build on that foundation, the Alabama plant could become much more than just an engine factory. It could become the starting point for a full-scale American production facility. This is not about what Scania has done, it is about what comes next. This is where vision begins to meet execution. For Scania to replicate its full production process in the United States, 3 critical steps must be taken. Each one is critical to preserving the integrity of the brand and ensuring the finished product lives up to Scania's global reputation. The first step is people. Experienced Swedish engineers and line workers would need to be brought in, not just as supervisors but as mentors. Their roles would be to train American staff, transfer institutional knowledge, and embed Scania's deeply ingrained culture of discipline, precision, and pride in their craftsmanship. This is about more than technique. Is about mindset. Now, the second step is the implementation of Scania's quality control systems. These are not flexible guidelines. They're strict frameworks built on decades of data, real-time feedback loops, and clear performance benchmarks. Whether a truck is being assembled in Sweden or Sao Paulo, the same rules apply. The same must be true for a facility in the United States. Every step of the process must be traceable, measurable, and repeatable. The third and final step is the deployment of Scania's modular production and automation protocols. These are what make global consistency possible. Scania trucks are built from interchangeable parts that are carefully designed to fit within a flexible system. That means a cab built in Sweden should align perfectly with a chassis assembled in Alabama. Automation plays a key role in maintaining this harmony. The machines may be located on different continents, but they follow the same instructions with the same level of precision. The encouraging part is that this is not uncharted territory for Scania. They've done this before on other continents, successfully replicating their production model while maintaining the same high standards. The infrastructure exists. The blueprint is proven. Now it is just a matter of bringing that formula to the American factory floor. There's a practical, strategic advantage to building trucks on American soil that goes beyond branding or logistics. It is about navigating the complex world of international trade and doing it in a way that eliminates barriers before they become problems. By manufacturing within the United States, Scania would avoid the tariffs and import duties that come with bringing fully built units across the Atlantic. These charges can be unpredictable and expensive. Not to mention the delays that often come with customs inspections, port congestion, and transatlantic shipping schedules. Local production bypasses all of that. It creates a clean, direct flow from the factory floor to the customer's yard. Even more compelling is the benefit Scania could gain under the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, known as USMCA. This trade agreement allows for duty-free movement of goods across all 3 countries, as long as production happens within the region. That means trucks built in Alabama could be shipped to Mexico or Canada without additional costs or bureaucratic delays. It opens up an entire continent of opportunity, all from a single location. Other manufacturers have already proven this model works. Volvo and Mack, for example, operate significant facilities in the United States, and their decision to localize production has given them greater control over costs, faster response times to market demands, and resilience in the face of global supply chain disruptions. Scania, with its modular build philosophy and highly refined production systems, has the potential to take these advantages even further, because this is not just about building trucks. It's about building a domestic supply chain that integrates seamlessly with Scania's global standards. Parts, processes, and personnel could be coordinated in real time with fewer tweak points and more control over quality, cost, and speed. That level of integration transforms manufacturing from a cost center into a strategic weapon. In a global market where trade rules can shift overnight, Local production offers stability, and in an industry where every delay matters, that kind of control is priceless. The idea of Scania becoming a major player in the American trucking industry might seem bold, maybe even ambitious. This is, after all, a market dominated by household names that have built their reputation over decades. Brands like Freightliner, Kenworth, and Peterbilt hold deep roots in fleets and driver culture across the United States. But disruption rarely comes from staying within the familiar. It comes from offering something meaningfully different. And that scenario could be exactly what Scania brings to the table. There is a rising appetite in the industry for more intelligent, fuel-efficient, and modular vehicles. Fleets are under pressure to meet sustainability targets, cut operating costs, and reduce downtime without compromising performance. Many operators are looking beyond brute strength and horsepower. They want systems that can be tailored to their operations, trucks that adapt to their needs, and designs that anticipate maintenance and reliability from day one. These are not just trends, they are challenges that Scania has been solving for years. Scania trucks are engineered for precision, built around a modular system that allows for customization while maintaining centralized quality and performance standards. Their powertrains are known for fuel savings, their technology is among the most advanced in the world, and their commitment to uptime is woven into every build process. These are not empty promises, these are backed by data from markets across Europe, South America, and Asia. What makes the opportunity in the US even more realistic is that Traton, Scania's parent company, owns Navistar, and that gives Scania an immediate foothold in the American market. Navistar already has a well-established dealer network, parts distribution system, and brand familiarity across North America. These are major advantages that would take years to build from scratch. With Navistar, Scania can plug directly into existing infrastructure and hit the ground running. Now the combination is powerful. Scania brings the innovation, the engineering depth, and the systems thinking. Navistar provides the infrastructure, the reach, and the trust of fleet managers who have relied on its product for decades. Together, they create not just a new product offering, but a scalable platform for reshaping the market. For Scania to truly compete at the top level, they would need to do more than deliver great trucks. They would need to scale service operations, ensure nationwide parts availability, and support a growing dealer network with real-time diagnostics and training. But the foundation is already in place, and the potential for expansion is not theoretical, it is actionable. But what would that mean for American fleets? Well, it would produce a premium alternative grounded in efficiency, simplicity, and long-term cost savings. It would offer the kind of engineering rigor and operational discipline that has made Scania one of the most respected names in global trucking. It would also force legacy brands to raise their game. Now, it would not be easy, but it could be historic. Scania's entry into the American market is not going to be easy. There are real challenges, and they go far beyond logistics or factory setup. One of the first hurdles will be cultural. Assembly lines in the United States are structured differently from those in Sweden. The pace, the expectations, and the underlying work philosophies can vary significantly. American workers may be highly skilled, but their training and day-to-day processes are not identical to the methods used in Sweden, and Scania will need to bridge that gap without compromising its standards. And that means more than just translating instruction manuals. It requires hands-on mentorship, long-term workforce development, and a shared belief in quality from the factory floor to the final inspection. And then there's the matter of after-sales support. Trucks need maintenance. Drivers need parts, diagnostics, and rapid service options, especially when covering thousands of miles each week. Building that support network across a country that is as large and diverse as the United States will take time and investment. Scania cannot rely on European systems here. It must develop localized solutions that can deliver speed, consistency, and convenience for American fleets and independent operators alike. So perhaps the most difficult challenge is the cultural perception of what a truck should look and feel like. American drivers love their long-nosed conventionals. The wide cabs, the massive front ends, the commanding presence on the road. These features are a part of the culture. Convincing these drivers to switch to a cab-over design, no matter how advanced or efficient, will not happen overnight. It will require real-world proof. Drivers will need to see the benefits with their own eyes and experience the performance under their own hands. Yet, Scania is not new to this type of resistance. The same doubts existed in South America when they first entered Brazil. Similar concerns came up in Asia and parts of Africa. And in each case, Scania did not force its way in. It adapted. It listened, it partnered with local talent, proved its value on the road, and gradually won over customers who now swear by the brand. This is what makes this effort in the United States more than just an experiment. These challenges are not theoretical. They are known and understood. Scania has faced them before and overcame them without losing its identity. Now, the road ahead may be tough, but it's not unfamiliar. And if there is any company prepared to handle that kind of complexity with precision and patience, it's Scania. The road ahead looks different now. Scania's move into America is not just about engines or production lines. It's about a shift in how trucks are built, sold, and supported in one of the world's most demanding markets. It is about combining Swedish engineering with American manufacturing power. It is about creating jobs, avoiding tariffs, and building a truck that meets global standards without leaving American soil. The blueprint is already in place. The partnerships exist. The technology is proven. What comes next is scale and execution. If Scania can train its American workforce, mirror its global quality systems, and grow a coast-to-coast support network, it will not just enter the US market, it will set a new benchmark. So now the real question is this: will you drive a Scania if it were built in the United States? Would you trust a European legend, born in America, to carry your load? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you're ready to follow the future of trucking, make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is not just an entry into a market, it is the beginning of a movement.